We're good.
Greetings, salutations, everyone. This is your wonderful DM, Lance Corporal Anime Guy, or Lieutenant Corporal, because people keep getting those two confused. Please, my lovely player characters, introduce yourselves.
I am Diva Nightrose Goldsmith, vampire extraordinaire, and I am playing Elcincia Entorica, ambassador from Baldur's Gate, and legendary bard of great renown.
All right. Whoever's next, please don't be shy.
I'm Chelsea Boy, and I'm playing Seer
Evergreen. Wait, hold on.
Share. Sorry.
I'm Chelsea Boy, and I'm playing Seer Evergreen.
I am Ryan. Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. I am Ryas Khan, the first Khan from Earthrealm. I will be playing Aurelius Night Dawn.
Dawnlight.
Oh right. My bad, that's my fault. Aurelius Dawnlight. Legendary Paladin.
I am Missrena, the creator of Black Rhapsody. I will be playing Zoretta Relaine. That's how you say it? Relaine?
Relaine.
Relaine? Okay, I got it the first time. I'll be playing Zoretta Relaine, the warlock the warlock with an archfiend patron.
And I am Seven of God 777. I will be playing Soldar Elban, a half elf sorcerer with neutral good alignment. And I am trying not to spoil half of my character because, good lord, is there spoilers.
Yes.
At least my character doesn't have spoilers.
You guys will probably have some, but you don't know half of them yet.
And with all introductions out of the way, let us begin with Chapter 0. The Mists Are Calling. We begin with Elcencia with the Duchess of Daggerford. She is currently writing invitations to her lovely abode. Recently, there have been an increase in monster attacks, and recently there was a breach. She, after this breach, and after having placed a kill on sight order for literally everything that comes out of the mist near her lands, this breach was very severe, almost as if it was planned by something on the other side. And so, she is currently writing up the last invitation to her lovely abode for a group of adventurers to go into the mists. And currently, Oceana is with her.
Well met, my dear friend. It's been a while since we've done commerce and diplomacy.
That it has, Alcina, that it has.
Please, please, call me Cincy. My friends call me Cincy.
No. And she just gives off a playful giggle at that. You know, being the Duchess for the past 10 years has been rather stressful. And yet, even now, it continues to put on more stresses.
I've heard the cult of the Absolute causing havoc, and then, of course, the cult of the Flower from the North. Fortunately, I was there to deal with the threat, and then, of course, the heroes of the Forgotten Realms dealing with the Absolute crisis. But, of course, Baldur's Gate was weakened in the onslaught, and with this recent breach, Duke Ravengard had decided that it's time I did one last great diplomatic mission for the city, with my sister as encouragement. Of course, how could I refuse when my sister asks?
Seems like she's controlling you more than you control your household.
Well, she is my eldest and my blood sister, and I absolutely love her dearly.
That you do. She then finally finishes writing the last invitation, and that is when a man in light armor, who seems to have who looks like a ranger, perhaps a ranger of sorts, walks in. You have summoned me, my Duchess? Yes, yes, Voldia, I have. I need you to deliver these invitations to these realms. He then and you know this man, Elsina, as you have even witnessed a duel that he had a while ago when she had finally replaced her previous house's master.
Yes, Vladislav. Quite the brave man to standing up to a mountain like Sir Gregor.
He nods to you and does like one of those like Roman chest thumps that one does with their when they're in full uniform and armor. Ah, Miss Alcina, it has been such a time, and I am rather embarrassed about that incident.
I'm just quite surprised you came out of it alive. Many who have faced the mountain's wrath never lived to tell the tale.
That is true, and I give that miracle to the gods. Anyways, ladies, I bid you adieu. He then leaves to deliver these messages himself. So few have ever had the courage to stand up to him.
I'm just glad you're able to get rid of that viper before he poisoned your court.
She then sighs and leans back into her chair with a hand over her head. In that moment, Osina, when he handed me that man's broken sword, I wanted to embed it into his clavicle.
I can imagine. I actually wish I could have done the same with Venetius Hune. Deplorable man. But, given he was a patriarch, I couldn't really do anything about him. But that didn't mean I couldn't have my sisters do something about him. Even though I vowed that no harm I would do nothing to him. My sisters did not make such a vow.
She then looks at you incredulously, like, what harebrained scheme did you involve your sisters this time?
Well, in the past, I was to be engaged to Venetius Hune. Only I had uncovered something so heinous and so dastardly, I refused to marry him, but he would not let me go willingly. So, I gave him an ultimatum. Let me go, or the information that I had on him would be slipped to the Baldurian Parliament.
Your sister had a familiar with on over your shoulder, didn't she?
You can thank Treya, my sorceress sister, for that. She is very cunning. Although she would rather lock herself in her room more often than not. But she has a pet raven that she likes. Actually, no. She has a pet Tressum. A flying cat. And her cat, her everything.
She nods. You know, that boy who just left is of a similar sorts. He spends a lot of his time reading, though it's mostly just to give himself a better education than what his parents could provide. I found him in a river.
Oh.
Actually.
Oh. And how did the poor lad survive?
He was apparently adrift in the basket, although I could tell from the rags he wore that he had apparently at first been adrift without it.
Odd.
Yes. very odd. But you know how I am with the children of my realm. Thankfully, I found a rather lovely couple to take him in.
He definitely has that good upbringing. A friend of mine, Callista, had something similar. I envy
Oh,
them, to be honest.
oh, do tell.
Well, as you well know, my father was Elzeron in Torika, inspiring Baron of Baldur's Gate. Unfortunately, he met a tragic demise during the Absolute Crisis, and my sister was doing all she could to hide some rather damning information about him. I wish for you to not have this conversation leave this room, my dear.
Of course, your private meetings are safe with me within this hall.
He was actually a plant sent from the Queen of Air and Darkness of the Unseelie Court. And his royal title was actually stolen from a patriarch that he had written off as his own.
Oh my.
So naturally, Elunia, cunning and crafty as she is, but also doing this for the sake of not only the people but our family, had ensured that he had an honorable demise. And besides, I can't really mourn the man considering that he was unfaithful, and I can't mourn the man when he just completely closed off his heart when our mother died, and I also can't mourn him when he tried to marry me off to some of the worst men in the entirety of the city, including a certain Enver Gortash, the mastermind behind the Absolute Crisis.
And your father didn't pick any of this up?
Every single noble in the city was apparently blinded to his charms. Fortunately, the adventurers that came to the aid of our city through the goodwill of their heart ended up exposing him as the chosen of Bane, god of tyranny. And his name has been besmirched forever after that. Although, apparently, he met a tragic demise as well.
I see. Well, we can only hope that the realms that I have sent the invitation to answer the summons. This recent breach was quite severe that my guardian strength has been severely depleted.
I noticed the ragged state they were in. It was quite horrifying. I began to wonder what the hell's happened that caused for me to be greeted by injured men. And now I know.
Ever since the Blighthead came, and odd creatures such as undead things and werewolves have started crawling about in the mists. I have placed a 24-hour patrol all over that region. It seems that was enough for this. Whoever was on the other side was merely sending scouts to test our strength.
Undead, you say? What sort of undead do you mean?
Zombies?
Zombies? Are you sure there weren't any of the fanged variety?
No. They just shambled out of the mists. They were relatively easy to kill, but this recent breach didn't have those of the fanged variety, as you say, just zombies, werewolves, and 2 men.
Oh.
They seem to have been in control of the breach. In fact, they set up their forces to hold off mine. And rather well, given the state of my men.
Interesting.
That is, Valius almost lost his life. It was a miracle he even was alive and relatively uninjured.
He's a brave man, Vladislav.
Yes. Though, a lot of the ladies always seem to call him Vladdy.
I can imagine. I mean, I have to. Who wouldn't want to call such a handsome man like that some affectionate nicknames? I do it all the time with my lovers.
Lovers, plural, or lovers as in the figurative sense? As she just shakes her head. You know, you're not gonna have a good life if you keep saying lovers, plural.
Sweetie, if you've been in my position and men are practically throwing themselves at you, you take what you can get. And the more the merrier, in my opinion. Although I max it out to just 2. I then take a sip. Elsensia then takes a sip of wine. Cormyrean vintage. Lovely.
I figured I'd bring out my oldest stock, especially for an event like this. I need the strength to curb my headaches.
Indeed. Although Treya and Elunia would definitely recommend a type of tea for that. Although I'm not much of a tea drinker. You already know my preference. Takes another sip of wine.
Yes, and you prefer the company of Simila. Honestly, honestly, Cece, you should just marry the bloke that you have currently with. I mean, you two
Well,
are so infatuated that I'll even preside over it.
there's some complications with him, I'm afraid, and I'd rather keep it on the down low for now.
Very well, very well. I just hope that they answer with respectable patriots.
Indeed.
It's going to take about a month for my men to recover from their wounds. It is surprising that that those 2 that were in charge of that breach were only ordered to maim or incapacitate, yet not kill. Some were
Odd.
close to others. I dread that this is a trap, particularly for you,
Hopefully.
my dearest friend.
Indeed, my friend.
Quick fourth wall break. When do the rest of us enter this?
I was just about to say screen transition. And so with that, we leave Alcina and the Duchess. And now we come across let me see, what is his name again? I'm sorry. Not Solder.
Aurelius?
Ah yes, Aurelius. Aurelius. Let me just come across your stuff real quick.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Take your time.
Cena's. There we go. We now come to Aurelius's chapel. You are slightly worn, with some undead blood stained on your armor, mainly because you had to deal with part of the breach. It seems that it has gone further than anticipated.
As is the case as always, having to fight the good fight.
But brother, says one of your fellow divine soldiers. How many did you kill?
After a while, you seem to lose track. You just know. you just know. You just know you have to put them back in the ground.
But I feel Though, have you noticed that they've been heading more eastward? Or northern eastward? Strange.
Very peculiar. They do not congregate like that often.
Stop yelling. If you can't control your voice, I'll take your damn headphones off.
Sorry. Brother, but either way, let us hope that the spread isn't far.
Hopefully, I do not wish for this disease to spread further.
Let us just hope that the other realms have adequate defenses. Though I seem to have noticed two odd individuals heading that direction too. And back, almost as swift as the wind.
Be they foe?
Perhaps. I couldn't get a good look at them. They wore cloaks.
I would exercise caution on that.
Very well, brother. I shall begin organizing the night watch. Straight to. He then pats the backside of your armor, making a loud clank as he goes to perform that said paperwork.
For the glory of the gods!
For the glory of the gods. And that is when you hear a knock upon the double doors to your monastery.
Bolt, what brings you here, stranger?
You see Valderius, clad in his armor, holding an invitation. Greetings, noblemen. I have come bearing a message from my mistress. He then hands you the scroll. Please take this to your leadership. It is up for them to decide who to send. He then quickly walks away.
Very well.
He nods and does his Roman chest beat salute and goes back to his horse and then leaves your monastery.
My master. Oh.
It is then that you start walking towards the council chambers. They are currently in a meeting trying to discuss what their next move is. Perhaps it is even in your hand. Two guards flanking the double doors to the conference room see you, and as standard procedure, lock their battle axes in two. Aurelius, I see that you have come bearing something. Is it for the council?
It is. We have an invitation.
They both nod, and as is tradition, they do their own salute to you, and then pull back their axes, and then open the double doors. The council, in heated debates, are all tired and exhausted, as they themselves have been a part of the defense plan. This is highly unusual, especially since they came from the Daggerford region. Yes, it is, brother. Oh, Aurelius, you come bearing something.
We have an invitation from the Outlands.
The head council member nods. Please, let me see it.
Aye.
As you then hand the invitation over, he then nods and looks through it. It seems that the Duchess of Daggerford is calling for aid. He then rolls it up. And so we shall answer, but who must we send? Some names are proposed. However, your master in particular recommends you, Aurelius. I recommend my pupil Aurelius. What do you say, lad? Shall this be your final test?
If the gods will it, I shall let it be my test. I will not disappoint.
They all look at each other, and then in whispered tones further discuss. And it is then You see all of them nodding, and then they hand you back the invitation. Then take this. It is proof that you have answered the summons. He then hands you back the invitation.
Thank
Go
you.
forth
I shall-
and
Oh,
go forth and Godspeed, Aurelius.
thank you. I shall not disappoint.
We know you won't, but please come back to us in one piece. We already lost 2 brothers to this breach.
Aye.
Just as Yashir Evergreen shows up holding have a basket of flowers and tossing them.
I mean, sort of.
Yay, flowers!
Because Druid.
It is then that is now Shard's turn. Shard,
Turn.
you are in your playful forests. In fact, you are playing with bunnies, as is with your very childish, playful nature. You then see a man on horseback, riding through the roads that you typically see people travel, mostly just for trade. However, this man seems to be running his horse ragged, mostly out of need rather than any form of cruelty, from what you could see. And he heads into your forests towards your home, mostly to possibly speak with council members.
Sir, may I take care of your horses? And heal them back to health?
Aye, Femin, you can help me.
It is then that Valius enters the council chambers of the Druids. They're in private conversation, though, Char, you are just content with just playing with your bunnies. It is then that another Druid, clad in their armor, walks up to you. Char, you are being summoned by the Druid Council.
I'm summoned by the Druid Council.
Yes,
Can I
please,
also take
come.
care of their horses? Okay.
We didn't say you could take care of the horses.
Oh. But I want to pet them. Okay, I don't have to.
And with that, Shaw is escorted into the council chambers. They are holding an invitation, similar to Aurelius's. However, Shaw does not know this. It is then that in quiet contemplation, they look at Shaw. Shaw, do you know why you have been summoned?
Now, why have I been summoned here?
Well, we believe it's time for you to perform the rites to become a fully fledged adult. He then hands out the invitation that was gifted to them by the messenger that you had seen recently.
Thank you for the invitation. I shall take care of it with the word.
Yes, of course, we know you will. Though, actually, let's see, where's Char's stats? Char's.
Share, but it's okay.
Shares.
For
Like
those
Singer.
wondering, Gundam is on the brain for most of us 24/7.
Just think the singer next time you see her name.
Yeah. Character sheet.
I love petting my bunnies. They're all so cute you are. Yes.
All right. Sure. I want you to roll a intelligence check.
How do you?
The intelligence
You
Uh,
roll. You
You roll a
roll.
die.
You roll 1d20 minus 1.
If you need some dice, I actually got some dice I can roll for us. But if we don't know how to work the thing,
So here's how you do it. You're gonna do the slash, and then you're gonna put 1d20, and then you're gonna put the subtract sign 1. Like this. So something like that as an example. Now that's not your roll. I'm not rolling for you. This is just an example. So let's see.
so just do R for the record. R/D.
1d20. And then
Okay.
if you have a proficiency bonus, like say intelligence is +1 instead of -1, you just do the plus sign and then 1.
And okay, so I'm just going to show a screen cap just to make it easier on Chelsea.
Okay. But the end result should
So
be
it's
what I have.
it's R/1d20 -1. Like this. I'm sending a screenshot.
Okay, screenshot. Yeah.
Like this.
I don't
Yes.
think. Oh, that is how you type it?
Yeah.
I thought it was /roll.
It's /R. Roll either or. It'll still bring up the prompt.
Okay. So Chelsea put R/1d20
Oh.
-1.
No, not R
Oh, wait.
//R.
Yeah,
Oh,
/R,
slash.
my bad.
Okay, so /R
1d20.
1d20 -1.
Yes.
Minus.
No, not that.
It's the slash and the R are reversed. And you need to put d20,
Not
not
D2.
2.
Like this. Give me 1 second. I'm sending another screenshot. Just trying to help you.
I can already tell that Cher is going to be the Chaos Gremlin more so than Rena. like I was looking at Rita's character and I'm like, she seems like a Chaos Gremlin. No, it's actually Shells.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Hold on 1 second. Discord's being a butt to me.
I got it. Here, let me just delete what I typed and then I will just post it.
Here, like this. Like this, Chelsea.
Even then, if you just press /R, it should bring up a prompt to roll. You just click that and then you can just press 1d20.
Or type in that.
-1.
Yes. Yes. Because unfortunately you don't have much intelligence, sadly.
Okay.
Oh!
She actually rolled an 18 for one. Okay, actually, well, the first roll and it's an 18. She succeeded.
So, Char, you notice that their smiles aren't exactly genuine, save for the person who is your mentor. Like, they're sort of like half smiling, like just for pleasantries. But you don't really take much note of it other than maybe they're just nervous. Which, since you see them constantly nervous whenever you're around.
Right.
and and so you now set off to Daggerford.
Let's go.
And now, last, le- and now for the, and now for Solder.
I kind of pronounce it Soldar, but you can pronounce it Soldar. Sorry, I'm trying not to be a pronunciation police.
Okay, Solder.
And also, it's Vladislaus or
Lattice.
Vladislav. It's a
Vladislav
It's a Romanian name.
figures.
Extras.
Like I said, apologies for that. I don't mean to be the pronunciation police.
And now for Soldar. Let's see. Where are you in the backstory part? Let's see.
I can
So
quickly find it for you and DM it for you if you wish.
no, I found it. Just gonna pull something else up real quick.
Okay.
And now, all right. Soldar, I want you to roll for me a perception check.
Okay, what D? I've got them all physically in front of me. Unless you want me to use the bot, because I can do either.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I have a D20. I have one that does numbers of 10 with a 00 and a that on it. I have a D12. I have a D4, D6, a D8.
Just a regular D20.
All right.
Plus 2 to your perception because that's what your perception has.
Yeah, anything will do, really.
Okay. Oh, that landed right into some chords or something. You know what? Heck with it. I can't roll this anymore. I don't have anyone set up yet. I'm just gonna do the dang thing because clearly I need to clear my desk and get something set up for that. That is me. You said 1d20 plus 2.
Yeah, because your perception is plus 2. All right.
A natural 20.
This bodes well.
And so, Solder, you're in your hut. That's right outside of your old monastery that you had forsaken. You are there as a hermit, as is. But you hear the stomping of hooves. You look out, and you start seeing a man on a horse. You see that he has black hair and is relatively light armor.
Mm-hmm.
And he then stops in front of your hut. "Are you Soldier?" he asks.
Who is asking?
"My mistress, the Duchess of Daggerford. I was... Unfortunately, I was rerouted to you from the old monastery."
And why do you seek Soldar?
"Well, to put it bluntly, there has been a coordinated undead attack that happened near my mistress's lands. We managed to contain it, but we fear something on the other side is plotting something." He then pulls out an invitation. I was told to give this to you. At least from a contact in your old monastery, anyway. He then hands you the invitation.
Very interesting. And also very troubling to hear.
"Yes, it was. I nearly made it out with my life."
Your mistress must have great trust in you to get past all those dangers. Though why you would seek one such as Soldar is beyond me.
Well, the invitation was for the whatchamacallit? Okay, shit again. It was for it was for the worshippers of the Lutheran Church, but they wanted nothing to do with it. But they did tell me to find you here.
Now that is surprising. They have not had anything to do with Solda or for some time, and to think they would recommend you. But I am not surprised they turned you away. Mind you, that knowledge is my own to understand. Do you know the contents of this invitation beyond what you have told me?
No, my mistress trusted me in just delivering these to their proper areas, the proper summoning areas.
Will you
That
be
is all I
going?
can
Will
say.
you be going back on your own or guiding me after I accept this?
If you wish, I could help you procure a horse or a donkey. I have another area I must go to.
I shall manage on my own. I have my ways of getting around if need be. Good day and safe travels.
You too, Soldair. He has his horse and he starts to ride away. And now we come to Coretta.
Soretta.
Soretta. Right. Get that there. And Coretta. Or Soretta. You are walking. Walking. In fact, you are quite exhausted. Though,
Where can I sit? My feet are killing me. I haven't eaten in a couple of hours, and I can really use some exfoliate on my skin.
So I'm
is
not
then-
surprised.
and now I want you to roll a perception check for me.
Okay, ready?
Dice rolls
Go-
channel.
Dice Rolls channel.
Okay,
And
It's,
your perception for your roll is +2 as well. So R/,
She rolled a 12.
you smell something delicious, but you're not really sure if you should go towards it. However, you hear the rumblings of your stomach. Do you decide to go towards it?
well, it's better than starving to death, so might as well check it out.
It is there that you see the very same soldier that everyone else has met, but of course that's out of context. And you see him roasting 2 rabbits. He then looks up to see you, pretty much famished, tired, and worn, and his eyes are full of concern. Are you a traveler?
You could say that.
He then motions a knife hand towards a log on the other next to him. Please have a seat, rest. I just finished hunting some rabbits before I have to go back home.
Don't mind if I do.
He then pulls out a miniature salt packet and starts lightly dabbing the rabbits with salt. Why are you out on the road alone? Typically women in these parts go in groups of at least three, or at least with a man, be it a brother or a father.
Please, I don't need a man to accompany me. I'm as dangerous as can be. And besides, my business is my own.
I'm gonna have him roll a perception check. Let me just find his sheets real quick. See, his is +2 as well. Time to go back to hers. All right, my bad. Give me a sec. The heck?
Oh, what happened?
I got a bad argument. Wrong dice or modifier?
What?
Wah.
Like I said, I got some physical dice. I can quickly grab some for us.
20. Oh, forgot the shift.
About to say.
Uh,
What die do you need?
I think I got it this time. 11. Okay, so he decides to keep to himself for the most part, but he notices that you're rather still warm, but a little more than you honestly should be, especially for just walking.
Oh, the gods, my feet are killing me. You don't mind if I just sit here without my shoes, do you?
No, go right ahead. I'm almost done cooking the rabbits.
Excellent. That I do must say they smell scrumptious.
The other one I was planning on turning into jerky for the rest of the ride home, but if you're hungry, you can go ahead and have the other one.
Oh, thank you. Honest gentleman, so hard to find
I
out in the woods.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I was gonna say, an honest gentleman is so hard to find out in these woods.
Really? What happened beforehand?
Well, let's just say I've encountered some rather unsavory fellows and dealt with them the only way I know how, and let's just keep it like that. Anyway, are the rabbits almost done?
Oh yes, it just needs another minute. Mostly just to let the seasonings procure in them.
Hmm. It's been a while since I had a meal. Been doing the last few days have been nothing but traveling on my feet, and the air is hells on my hair.
He then notices your hair is kind of very frilly and almost sort of unkempt. Hmm, that I can agree with. He chuckles.
You don't need to. I only comments from the peanut gallery.
Ah, but being alone isn't always as it seems to be. Believe me, you'll be insane. You go insane after a while.
Loneliness has always been my only friend, so I'm used to it. Either being alone or being amongst those who hate you.
People hate you? You don't seem that hateful unless you're not telling me something I should know.
Let's just say my birth has ruffled a few feathers where I'm from.
Hmm. Rough upbringing then?
You could say that.
Ah. I've known a few soldiers who've had a rough upbringing, mostly just from the legacy of their fathers.
In my case, is both mother and father.
Both, you say?
Nothing about those rabbits.
Like, he'll take note of that, but he does put on a smile and pulls one of the rabbits out and hands it to you. Bon appetit!
Ah,
He then
thank
picks up his
you.
own and starts to eat his own.
Maybe it's the days of starving, but this tastes better than caviar.
You eat, you eat caviar? What kind?
Oh, the highest class, the same that the nobles from Baldur's Gate eat. I have rather refined taste, but I'm willing to let's just say, be flexible in my dinner palette.
Well, when you're traveling the road, you need to have a flexible palate, such as the rabbit here. Now, but given that you've been walking for a while, I could tell that you'll just take anything. That's what
Yeah.
so. He then reaches into its pack and hands you something. It's an invitation to Daggerford.
What
Here.
is it?
Here, take this.
Why are
If
you
you're traveling, he continues to eat. Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again.
She says, "Why are you handing this to me? What is that dagger for? Is it a party?"
Of sorts. Though I just felt compelled to give it to you. He then
Ooh,
eventually finishes his rabbit.
Ooh, I do enjoy parties. I need to find the perfect outfit for the.
I think yours would do. Just need to get a bit of rabbit stain off your puffed collar there.
Oh no! I am a woman of refined taste. I cannot simply wear something as casual as this. I need to wear the best of the best, my Sunday best.
Well, would you like a ride to Staggerford, or do you think you could walk through there
Oh
from
yeah,
here?
please, I would love a ride.
Very well. Well, once you're finished eating, we can start to head off. Good Philip here just needed a rest, and I needed to resupply on my rations. You see his brown horse with a black mane just neigh at you.
Hello, Philip. You're looking positively charming.
The horse just neighs at you.
Good conversationalist he is.
Yeah, though he's been quite alone for a while. I actually inherited him from a duel I had done with a former captain.
Really, he's been alone. I can relate in a sense.
Yeah, yeah. You two would probably be great friends if you could actually read his mind. The Norse also neighs in agreement.
Hmm. More than you know.
And soon he's finished with his rabbit, and he puts the remains into the fire pit. That should serve as this should serve as good kindling for the next person to ever reach here. Are you almost finished?
Yes, I am almost finished. Thank you. That was positively scrumptious. Could
You
we
never know
could
what. You
bit
never
more?
know what. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say could use a bit more seasoning though. Not as
Ah,
best as are.
true. Though salt has always been my friend when I'm traveling for my mistress. Anyways, he then mounts his horse. Do you need a hand, or do you know how to mount a horse?
I know how to mount the horse. I've been around animals before.
Though, despite that, he just reaches down a hand for you to grab onto to help you up.
A
Hang
kind
on.
gentleman. No wonder your mistress takes a liking to you.
Well, it's more so for saving. It's more so defending her honor than anything else. Anyways, yeah, Philip, and the horse starts galloping towards Daggerford. And so, a couple of days pass, and eventually, everyone starts to file in for the summonings, and a small dinner party is hosted. The Duchess is not there yet, but But Vadeus is there to inform them that she will be in the chamber soon. So I guess talk to yourselves.
Zara just sits and just stands and watches people. She doesn't particularly approaches. So she's found a quick outfit to change into that is positively eye catching. She'd rather be gawked at and do pleasantries.
Well, Elcynthia takes notice of this and then walks over to her with a glass of wine in hand. That's
Yeah.
quite a number you have there. Latest in the Baldurian fashions.
Yes.
Are you a noble of some kind, my lady?
Okay, repeat that.
Are you a noble of some kind, my lady?
You could say that. I do come from a unique birth.
Well, try this. It is Cormyrean. It is absolutely wonderful.
Ooh. Oh wait, is Camarian perfume?
It's a wine,
Oh, okay.
and it's from your homeland.
Oh, okay. So Zaretta takes the drink and zips it. Ah, tastes like home.
Oh, you're from Cormyre, are you?
Yes, I am. I spent a good few years there with my mother before she passed.
Oh, I can relate. Oh, can I relate?
You can?
My own mother sadly was taken from me and my sisters. Even though some of my sisters weren't her children, she still raised them equally. That woman had the heart of gold, and I have what's the proper way to phrase this? I at least have the comfort in knowing that Corellin took her into his embrace.
Hmm. Zaretta slips her drinks as she listens to Essensia's story. She begins to think about her own mother. She silently agrees as she listens.
Are any of the guys going to interact with each other?
Sildar is off nearby listening into everyone, and eyes closed, after having taken in the room. No need to consider anything, and quite honestly, wanting to make certain I know who I am dealing with before or ever considering anything. Until I hear those two talking about having lost loved ones, and I feel a strange nudge from my own patron to go talk to them, which at this point I've learned to not ignore. Ladies, I hope you do not mind me to trouble. I understand. And you were discussing lost loved ones of a sort? Familiar members?
Zarella doesn't address him. She just remains silent, watches the suspicious man approach her.
Elcynthia pretty much decides to be polite. Yes, tragedy befell the both of us in regards to our mothers, but hopefully the two of us I have the fortunate detail to know that I have my sisters to look out for me.
That is always good to have one's family have some still around. Oh, forgive me. Where are my manners? I am Soldar. I am a wandering monk as of currently, and my past, first shall I say, is right now my past alone until it comes up. I say this because I wish not to trouble anyone with what has happened to me. It is a case I would rather bear it myself than risk trouble falling on others needlessly. But needless to say, it involves enough loss, I can relate to such matters. Even though it will probably sound hollow, I sympathize and apologize for having had to hear and bring up such loss for you two. Does anyone know why beyond a breach summoning undead that we have been brought here? Because I'm sensing worse afoot. a lot worse. And I'm rarely wrong in this matter, which has me
Well-
more on edge.
All right, everyone roll perception checks.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So what's the dice roll?
/R 1d20.
R.
With our perception bonuses, or
I just rolled a 22.
Oh, into natural 22.
oh,
I'm just going to wait for everyone else though.
13.
13.
Hold on.
You gotta
Hold
actually
on.
have it be the full roll.
Oh, I
dice.
see.
It has to be all together, not spaced out.
You'll see.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I was just click on the roll. Click on the roll, and there'll be a prompt that comes out. The blue roll icon. If you click on it, you'll see in like 2 prompts coming up.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, just put the slash and then you'll see roll. Just click on that.
17.
Okay. All right, everyone, but so far everyone's looking.
It's being a butt to me at the moment.
Do you want me to roll for you then, Diva?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why it's doing that to me.
All right.
Might be mobile.
20. Let's see. What was your proficiency bonus?
+2.
Okay. +2. Um,
16. Yay.
So, Strahd, you have a distinct feeling that it's related to your past, but it's up to you whether or not you want to reveal it. As for, or actually, Chels, did you roll yet or no?
I didn't said it's the wrong roll number. It's wrong dice or modifier pattern.
You probably put the equal sign instead of plus. You gotta press shift and then plus before you add the 2, or your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Slash.
/R, there should be a prompt that says roll, and then you just press that, and then you just put 1d20 plus your proficiency bonus.
What? Dang it, this face covering came.
Is it supposed to be like this, or is it supposed to be something?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that, but when you put the /R, there's gonna be the
Commands come up and it will be command roll.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I got a 0.
You type.
Oh.
She hit a. Oh, dang. How do you hit a 0?
Oh.
It rolled a 2, but your proficiency is -2, so it's nothing. Yeah.
Wait, she's supposed to have a +2.
Oh, wait.
We've been pulling it wrong.
Let me check.
Okay, you know what? She gets a reroll for that.
Yeah. Yeah, hers is +2, not -2.
And we've been playing it a little off. But oh well. She was fine on the last roll. No big deal. But let's get this one redone.
Need to fix that hotkey.
Wait, do you have something important to this tied to a hotkey?
Yeah.
Do you just want someone else to roll for you, Chels?
Oh, she got it. 11.
Oh, okay.
I got 11.
Alright.
So, Shar doesn't know at all. Reyes, you feel like Reyes, Sereta and Reyes, you sort of know, because you faced the undead, that it must be related. Sereta, you might know exactly what it is, but it's up to you whether or not you want to bring it up. As for Solder, let's see, what's yours? You're still pretty much out of the loop unless someone informs you, and let's see, Diva. Is this 6 yours, Diva? Or is that you trying to roll for Chels?
I was trying to roll for Chels. That was my bad. Let me try again.
Uh,
Hold on 1 second. R.
Oh, and I think yours was a.
I think that was from an. I think it could be
Oh,
wrong.
okay.
I was trying to roll, but I kept messing up. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
1d20 plus 2. Oh, 18 plus 2, 20.
dirty 20. So, for you, Diva, you know exactly what it is, but it's ultimately up to you whether or not to say it yourself or to let your friend, the Duchess of Daggerford, to explain.
Well, once the Duchess gets here, I'm sure she'll explain everything. But if I had to guess, there is an undead blight going on. Although I seem to notice that you have 2 other guests here, that paladin and that little druid over there.
Oh, dear. Ilmarter's church is the one I have issues with. I will have to watch myself. Hopefully he does not know of any issues with me.
Lathander.
Yeah, Lathander's church is one I have issues with. Hopefully nothing untoward happens, or else we're going to have more troubles than the undead. Although, if I had to guess, there's more than a simple than the blight or even an incursion happening. This feels... I've only felt this once, back when I was in the Ilmater Church.
Lathander.
I don't know why I keep saying that. In the Lathander Church. It feels like a rift to another realm. I've never went into the last one I encountered. Partly because I had the good sense of it spewing out insane amounts of demons. I would probably not want to go in that. So, this is troublesome. Anything that leads to another realm will have risks. Whether or not we can even come back being, unfortunately, one of them. Hopefully it's nothing major. Otherwise, we're going to see us having to pull something more insane than even I've encountered to get us back home.
Chelsea, is your character talking with Reyes' character during this mingling?
Yes.
Okay. What are you?
Mister, can I have your sword? It looks very shiny.
I'm staring off while listening into the back, listen back like with the other two, and just looking like, I swear, either I'm witnessing a new couple just from my look, or the most odd bunch of the group we have yet.
Okay.
I mind you, that's my own in my head, just so everyone's aware.
Right.
I got it.
And so the you three decide to walk towards the other two, and you come to a lively conversation, mostly about Aurelius's sword, or whatever bladed weapon he seems to be showing her, the young druid.
Greetings, fair travelers.
Greetings. I did not know the Church of Lathander was okay with random would-be druids or full druids, whichever she happens to be, handling their weapons these days. Did I miss something since my times?
Although, I seem to notice she's got the symbol of Shanti on her attirement. That explanation, considering that they're lovers.
Yeah.
She is very nimble, and she has seemed to find a kinship with me.
Could be worse.
Zarda kind of interjects by saying, "It seems Sunshine Boy has a new friend of a very lively kind."
Seemingly chaotic just from the feel of her, but not of a dangerous type. To us, at least. Should be entertaining, if anything, depending on where we're going.
I wouldn't count on her being dangerous. You never know with these types. They can hear cute and self-rapid, and boom, they're suddenly eating your face alive like a wildebeest.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong, but she doesn't give off the vibe of "we'll eat our face." Probably finally we'll find a horde of bunnies to eat off someone else's face.
She kind of reminds me of my sister Diana. Lively, energetic, a complete sunbeam, but also purely chaotic.
Do I even want to know what your sister and you got up to, or am I better off never knowing that answer? That's the latter then. Okay.
I'm sorry.
For the God's sakes, I didn't hear that.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just laughing on my end. And my parents are looking at me with very concerned looks, because they're currently having dinner right now. Anyways, if you guys want to continue to discuss, I'm going to ask you guys to roll a just like a general charisma check for everyone. If you guys want to continue talking, for the most part.
Which D you were doing?
I just want to get to the traveling part. I think we did enough talking.
All right.
I'm fairly okay with moving on then, of myself, but I don't know about anyone else.
I think it is getting admittedly a little late on my end, and I got an 8 o'clock, so
Let's move on then.
Oh yeah.
Very well. However, before any more further conversations can continue, the doors open, and you all look to see the Duchess of Daggerford flanked by Valderius.
Vladislav.
Vladislav. Vladislav.
Mm-hmm.
Eh.
It's a Hungarian Romanian name. I actually pulled it straight from the Van Helsing movie just for a little bit of meta humor, but
Good choice.
Right.
it was the name of in Van Helsing. It was Dracula's name, Count Vladislav Dracula, born 1422, murdered 1462.
Anyways,
So I couldn't help myself.
Vladislav comes in, flanked by the Duchess of Daggerford. He then steps to the side to let her enter, as she says, "Greetings to you, travelers. Please, have a seat, eat, rest. You have been weary from your travels, have you not?"
I have been moderately, but I am curious, milady, why have you summoned us? We are a rather odd group as it is, and for something of this nature, I would suspect you would be needing someone of even more repute than even us.
You are still there, are you not?
I'm
I'm surprised that you have answered my invitation.
I was given the hunch that it was something beyond the norm, and the closer I got, the more certain I was, because I have felt something as this before. And not a mere incursion of just the undead from, say, beyond, or some necromancer's own pocket dimension, as it were. This is tied to a completely different realm of sorts. Close enough to ours to not be noticed unless you felt something of this kind, and I've seen one spew out literal demons. Nothing high level, but enough that I took note of the feeling for the future.
You see her you see her eyes sort of give you a bit of a disdained look, but she still has a voice of reason. I see that you're well versed in this. Your expertise could be very useful to the party that I have summoned. However, do know this, Stolda, that this party, that whoever answers my summons was asked to by their by their lords and or their high councils. So please do treat them with respect.
I can understand and respect that. My only concern is we might not be enough. It is one thing for us to be considered skilled enough for this task, even with a small group. It is another thing for the nature of this to potentially overcome us anyway. But will defer to their lords and councils and your ladyship's judgment for now. If I feel something is needed later, I will try to bring it to your attention, lest more trouble come if we do not act.
She gives you a firm nod, and then looks to the rest of you. Greetings. Well, and welcome to Daggerford. I see you have become well acquainted with the ambassador from Baldur's Gate, Alcina.
Alcencia.
Alcencia.
Yeah.
I, as you are aware, am the Duchess of Daggerford, and have called upon you because this blight has been unnerving. My captain here, Vladislav, has been venturing beyond and back, and with very disturbing reports. And I fear that something far darker has been plotting something. She then sees Coretta,
Soretta.
Soretta, and looks at her very peculiarly. Who are you? You don't seem like someone I would have asked to be summoned.
I come here on personal business, if you will, ma'am. And I just happened to be passing by. One of your men. I stumbled upon one of your men in the woods, and he was kind enough to help not only feed me, but also carry me all the way by his horse, Philip, all the way to the lovely party of yours.
Then turns to Varius and raises an eyebrow at him, and he salutes her with his Roman salute. I was felt compelled to by my patrons, my lady. She sighs but gives a firm nod. Very well. As you all know, as I have said before, this current blight has been unleashing undead in the lands. I have ordered roundabout 24-hour patrols. However, recently there was a breach. A well-organized. Yes, very much. The breach had severely injured a lot of my men, and it was very well coordinated by two cloaked individuals. In fact, they seem more so just trying to hold off my men before leaving their own posts to head eastward.
Is there anything of note to the east, milady?
I unfortunately do not know, other than that a coven of witches used to be there. I had gotten reports that they have been severely decimated.
Most troublesome indeed.
Soretta quietly takes interest, knowing full well which coven that's being referred to.
And then, just as quickly as they had attacked and held off my men for about 2 days, they had decided to leave. Now it's just the regular zombie or undead or whatever dark creature that seems to look beyond the mists.
Hmm.
Gladius here, he gives the entire party a nod as they all recognize him as having been the carrier. He has ventured. I have asked him to venture beyond these past recent days, and even then, only he returns from whatever scouting party he comes out of. He then steps up. This is true. Whenever I had entered with either five or six men, the minute I turned my back, they all seem to have disappeared along with their horses, and I fear the worst for them.
Oh dear.
That is
And I've
troublesome.
Very.
And even then, I only ever managed to just go in a straight line into these mists. But the fact that I can return is disconcerting, but nevertheless.
The fact that
But
it was
nevertheless-
only you returning is more concerning to me, because it implies that something is controlling that passageway thoroughly.
He then nods. I too have felt dark presence in that mist as well. However, as far as I could tell, I've only ever encountered the occasional zombie.
You could not see
But even
anything
then-
past the mists? They were that thick?
No, not even with the
Whoever
torch.
is confused what's going on, but they're happy to be there anyway.
Quite the little ball of sunshine she is.
We will unfortunately need this, because I fear I recognize nice tales of this realm. Rumors only. Never
I feel
heard
like
of
we're
anyone
back.
coming back myself, though it has happened. I've never heard the exact tales. I know it, well, there are records of it. This particular realm, if I'm right, is going to challenge anyone who goes there.
He nods.
I will say, I feel like Lathander's gifted this test to me.
So there's side glances quickly at Aurelius.
Soraya rolls her eyes. Yes, I suppose your god did task you with this request.
My own patron seems to be hinting something is confirming. I mean, what I suspect this place is. He's also hinting that it will be a long journey, and yet not, which does confirm what I know of this realm. It is known, ironically, as the Isles of Ravenloft. However, we're not anywhere near an ocean that should have such an archipelago. And Ravenloft is kind of weird when it comes to the passage of time, to put it simply. There's no easy description. All I know is it seems to have a set of rules different from our realm, to a point where some paladins and clerics who pass through have reported two odd things of note, which me and Aurelius here will probably have to take note of ourselves as well as the rest of us. We, while having access to our full skill set, even if it is somehow brought down to its barest levels for a time, are, while able to do it perfectly, as we would normally, we are cut off from our patrons somehow. That is what I have heard. I have no clue of the validity of such things because, again, tales of those who return are rare because time seems to not play properly. Some people seem gone minutes but spend months. Some people say they were there less than 1 month and have been missing for some almost to the point of living near a second life in our realm's time passage. It is very odd sometimes that when someone comes back, even if they do. Fortunately, at the other time, I do know of ways to guarantee we come back here roughly near this time. Not before, luckily, because I've heard of that also. In one case, one person left for Ravenloft and was found in their own allies' records back near its early days, having appeared from nowhere.
Ravenloft. That's an I've heard legends about this place. It's ruled over by a vampire, is it not?
Among other things there, but yes.
Vampire with white hair.
Among other things, which is why I'm worried, because this particular Lord of the Night, as he sometimes is called, is not one to play nicely, shall we say. He is cruel, he is cunning, he is vicious, and if he starts poking at other realms like this, he is seeking something. So I suspect that coven had something he wanted.
I smell a trap.
Or could it be that there might be someone he wanted? Possibly?
If that,
We best hope not. The last time he sought a bride, they were never recovered. And even then, he does not beat
Zaretta?
around the bush.
I was
Zaretta?
gonna say, after Alcina says that, Zoretta kind of glances at her and glances away quickly, kind of creating an air of suspicion around herself, but she's keeping quiet, just listening.
I will say one other thing. When it comes to not only just being quick, he's not subtle when he wants a bride. But if he wants an artifact, the few times he's tried to retrieve or has retrieved something, he sends agents. They're quick, they're thorough, they wipe out who's ever holding it, and they flee back with all haste. Exactly what we have just heard described of those two.
that is concerning then, because this coven that they have attacked retains some survivors, but that is as far as any of my scouts could gather before they were discovered and had to retreat.
Then they are unfortunately both lucky in that regards, and also quite unfortunate, because it implies either that artifact is powerful enough that its retrieval mattered more, or he considers the coven beneath his notice but annoying enough in what they held to not bother with only but killing a few.
He nods. And your time passage suspicion and your comments about time passing has also seemed to correlate with my own reports. There are times in which I had left for a day and had returned for a month when I've been asked to scout this mist because it seems to be growing. Both in distance and in mass.
Implying that Strahd, as he is known, is not simply looking to just gain an artifact or a bride this time. I've heard rumors he would attempt such a thing once before. This is him attempting either a foothold or outright to establish his realm connected to ours permanently. Neither is good, given Ravenloft, not just when messing with time, and seemingly the connection to anyone's patron, and I do mean any. Warlock, paladin, cleric, none are exempt. Any deity you have even a slight connection to, any force and power, you are both able to use those abilities and somehow cut off. I will say one other thing.
Look around and find out.
We'll probably have to, because there's one thing I can't find an answer to when I looked into it last time. No one knows who you are getting those powers from now, who the connection is redirected to. But Strahd, and the few times someone came away with an account from him, because he keeps coming back, apparently, confirmed outright that it was not him, and that he is not the absolute master of Ravenloft. He considers himself its current tenant, steward, and count over it, as it were. He does not consider himself the absolute ruler. He considers himself the one minding it for them.
A caretaker, perhaps?
Potentially.
Perhaps
one with some authority than a simple caretaker, hence I refer to him as a count. He is able to manipulate enough of the land to cause trouble when need be. But if this is happening, then either he has decided to offer something to his master related to our realm, or his master has given a command. Either of which is troublesome, because the last time it was simply him deciding to make an offering attempt for his master. If it's not that this time, his master was feeling robbed of the last time's failure.
Well, now, I guess we have our mission then. Investigate these mists.
Indeed. And
And
hopefully,
achieve the loot and get gold. Get gold.
I mean, the gold's probably the only safe thing there. Most of the loot we will need to check thoroughly. Anything liquid needs to check for poisons. Any blade needs to check for curses. Same with amulets, rings, even the gold. Also, there's an insane amount of mimics in some places.
Well, we have our mission. Investigate the mists and hopefully come back alive.
And near our own time, but I should be able to see to that after we are done with our investigation into this.
The Duchess of Daggerford nods. Very well then. Vladius will be accompanying you since he seems to be the only one to be able to go to and fro. He shall update me with reports from your adventures, and hopefully we can prevent this mist from overtaking every land. But for now, rest. You have all traveled long and hard. So please eat and rest, and in the morning you may go.
Milady,
Vlad,
if I may make one final request and suggestion to you. As we are preparing to leave, you should draft a request for magic users proficient in fire and anything good to be used against the undead. At the bare minimum, even if the mists do not creep too much towards your lands or elsewhere, the undead will start to probably increase in their number, and you will need to make certain you can fight them off thoroughly. Your men alone may be skilled, but they will not be enough without sufficient backup, and those with the ability to heal even the most grievous of wounds, or occasionally resurrect when needed. Without that, you will find your forces potentially depleted.
I'll be sure to send a correspondence to my sister. She is a cleric of Ilmater as well as a paladin. She should be able to offer aid in the event of that. And I do back up Soldar's request, especially since, well, during my time combating the cult of the flower, we also uncovered a plot by another vampire lord in the north. And I'm going to and fire and holy damage is perfect for combating such forces.
I heard of that little upstart. I was almost tempted to deal with him myself until I heard another party had dealt with him. Was that just your sister? Were you involved in that as well?
Well, I guess you could say I was. But then again, I officially wasn't there.
I thought I heard correctly from those near the event. I will not speak of the rest because I understand it was...
just a damsel in distress?
You'll be fighting the monsters, don't worry. There will be plenty over there to deal with. Though hopefully not an endless amount that we will suffer.
But I shall have your back, fair maiden.
Thank you.
Sarata, I seem to notice that he seems to have a fondness for her.
At the very least in Ravenloft, we will need someone with this kind of boundless cheer. It can be depressing because the mists sometimes don't behave normally.
that also confirms a suspicion I've had when I entered to and fro from the mist. Despite I felt a very overwhelming presence of dread. But even still, I had felt almost off about it.
That would be Strahd. It's not just that they behave oddly. He occasionally peers on others through them when need be. You will never know when, but the mists always carry a sense of his presence in that kind of tone. Unless you know
But
what
then-
you're sensing, you will never notice it.
So then, why leave me alive if he didn't want scouts patrolling his lands?
The implication
Why
is he
only-
doesn't. It's not that he doesn't want scouts. It's that he wants something else beyond us, or whatever artifact it was. There's a potential he is trying to lure in others for other nefarious reasons. This is not his usual method for finding a bride. It does imply he wants to make certain people can potentially come to and from on a whim, so he may lure others.
And that is disconcerting if I'm the only one of my scouting party to be alive.
My advice would be as soon as clerics and paladins come by, get yourself some holy relics handy to guard your own mind and soul. You do not know what could happen if he's not just simply using you as bait. For the sake of yourself and your lady, you'd best be certain of that.
Very well, so there I will take into account for that. But anyways, as my lady had said, please rest for the day, for tomorrow we shall prepare to enter these blight lands. And with that, he does his Roman salute and walks away with the Duchess. And so,
Bye-bye, Duchess. See you soon.
the Duchess of Daggerford looks at
Cher.
Cher and just smiles and nods at her. Though is a bit creeped out given what Chelsea put on right now. And with that, in the morning, the party is setting off towards the mist, with Vladislav leading them through checkpoint to checkpoints, and you all can notice that there is a lot of security at each checkpoint as we get further and further to the mists.
I roll a
Hey.
perception check.
Yes, Diva?
Can we have it be stopped at the where we go to bed, because it's getting a bit late on my end and I have to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning.
We want to.
Yes,
We
sure,
We
we
can
can-
pick up the
yeah, we can.
journey in the morning on the next time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's just I definitely know Wednesday I can do this because I will have work off next week.
That should work a bit more. All right.
I'll try to wake up a lot earlier. I'll try to wake up to my alarm again this time. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, it's
It's okay.
okay. It happens.
Close out
You're
the.
good.
Do you want to close out the story, anime guy?
Very well then. And with that, everyone has decided to go to bed, and also think about what sort of holy artifact they should bring along with them to guard their minds and souls. And with that, as you all dream to sleep, you all distinctly hear a scream, a familiar voice, but you will not know that until in the morning next session.
Well,
I actually enjoyed myself.
all right, and I'll stop the recording here.